Hey y'all, I got a Tidy Tuesday tip for you. Is that what we're calling it? I don't know, I can't remember. But here's the tip, all right? It's laundry day, okay? Because let's be honest, every day is laundry day. Whether you treat it like it is or not, it ought to be. So, what we've done is we've taught the kids how to fold laundry. And with everything you teach your kids or new employees or whatever it is, there's always kind of a ramp up period, a learning process that they have to go through. And for a lot of things, they're just not going to do it right the first time. And even if they do it right, it's not going to be exactly the way you want it. So let me show you a stack of washcloths, right? And washcloths, you start with something simple. Washcloths, it's a square. You fold it twice. It's still a square if you did it right. So my girls are pretty good at folding clothes, all kinds of clothes. We do laundry a lot. So let me show you an example of a stack of washcloths that they folded. All right, here it is. Now, we're going to analyze this because this is the most valuable thing we can do with our time right now. The washcloths are not necessarily folded with just exact precision and they don't line up. And I'll tell you, if you were making a paper airplane, this is not how you want to start, right? It's just not, it's going to be all kind of wonky. All right, and then what they do, they put it in a stack here, and the stack is all just not right. If you've ever stacked firewood, you know how you stack it is important. And so what's going to happen is this stack of washcloths, well, and you can see the hand towels right beside it that I've mostly videoed because I can't do it right. But anyway, all this stuff, what's going to happen is we've got a stack of washcloths and hand towels in the bathroom cabinets already, and they're going to stack these on top. And guess what the current stacks look like? They look just like this too, because we try to, empower the girls and build them up and say, oh, you're doing a great job. And that way, when their bucket's full, we can dip into that bucket and say, listen, you're doing an excellent job, but let me show you how you can do this a little bit better. And that may not be the exact words we'll use, but here's the deal. What you want to do, and even if you're an adult and you fold your own washcloths and towels and stuff, and even underwear. A lot of people don't fold their underwear, they just toss it in a drawer. Listen, there's benefits to folding your underwear, but that's not for here and now. I'll tell you about that later. Here's the deal. If your stacks of whatever you're doing looks anything like this, I'm going to show you a better way to do it. Hang on just 1 second. I'll get over to my station. All right, so this is the mountain of clothes that we have. Now, I talked before about having a dedicated space to work on certain things and whatnot, and we just don't have that. We have it's not really a laundry room, it's an entry that they shoved the washer and dryer hookup in. It ain't even got a closet to put the washer and dryer in. That's how wonky we are here. But here's the deal. It don't take much. You set your thing down, make room for it, right? This is a curved space, that don't matter. All you do, you fold it, you just make sure it's lined up. It's just, it ain't rocket science. Now here's the deal. If you got ridges on one side and not the other, and I'm fine, this is my work rag, whatever, it don't matter, but I like to have the ridges on the outside. I don't know why. It feels like maybe we paid extra for the ridges and I want to see the ridges. So I flip it over if I need the ridges on the outside, okay? I just do that. I just do that. It's a simple motion. I get it flat that way, just like making a paper airplane. When you pull it over, you have a better chance of getting it even. Now you got this kind of curve thing. Just tuck your finger in there, flatten it out, and look, those edges. And look, it still ain't perfect. We don't have time to be making it perfect, but it's close enough. And then, if you come over here to my stack, I started my stack here. Let me pan. Oh, no, we're good. All right, so I've got two here, and then I'm just going to lay them right there. I'm not thinking too much about it. I'm just laying it right there. Now, I ain't doing that. I'm not tossing it over there and hoping for the best. You know, I'm making sure it's straight. I'm folding it over. I'm tucking it. I'm mashing it. Mash it down like smash burger. I know you talking about all these smash burgers, the new fad. Everybody's making a smash burger, charging you twice the money for the same amount of meat. They just cut it in half and smash it. But that's gonna stay, okay? And then in my bathroom, I've got a stack that looks just like this. And when I go put this stack on top of that stack, it's gonna stay straight up and down. It ain't gonna fall over when I walk by. There it is. And I know this is a simple thing. And I know that you think it's not worth the time to get right. But man, when you start doing everything like this and folding your underwear, which we'll talk about later, then everything's just nice and neat and in its place. And when you go to do something and everything don't fall over around you because you've not been tidy and you've not done it with precision and whatnot, and you've not done it with care, even though it takes, you know what, I would say it probably takes less time to do it this way than to do it the other way, especially once you get in the habit. But just do it right, all right? And then it's just way less frustrating in the end, and you know, with everything you do. Now, do this with your washcloths, with your dish rags, with your hand towels, with your bath towels, with all that stuff. Now, the other part of this that we're not going to go too deep into today is don't mash it full, whether it's your cabinet or your drawer or whatever. If it won't all fit in there without having to mash it down, and I'm going to tell you, a drawer in your bathroom, when you're in there and you're mashing these down, and or really what happens is in our kitchen, right? You're mashing all the dish racks down in there, and then you're trying to shut the drawer with your hand and all that so it all fits. Well, there's two things that happens there. Is you get a free nail job, right? Because it pushes all your cuticles back, but it don't feel good, so don't do it. And then the other thing is, it's like stacking a locker or like I don't know, a Chinese finger trap. You can't get that drawer back open. Because I tell you what, something about these things, when you mash them down, they puff back up a little bit, okay? And so when you mash them down and close that drawer, and then you go to open that drawer, it's going to mess up your stack. And then I'm going to get all nervous and stuff about it. It's going to cause me some anxiety. So don't do that. If you feel like you have to have so many dish rags and towels or whatever it is you're stuffing in that drawer, maybe you need a bigger drawer. Hey, that's not feasible for everybody. So maybe you need less stuff. That's a good one. All right. Well, I'll just end there because I can just feel it. I'm gonna start rambling here in a minute. So, just fold your towels and washcloths that way, and put them in there and stack them. Don't stack them too high, and you know sometimes you need two stacks, and that's fine too. But we'll talk about all that later. I do appreciate you watching this Tidy Tuesday tip.